Dude, this is gonna be a good review session, all right?
Yeah.
You're gonna learn a lot from it. 20, 30. One, two, three, four, five, six. This whole getting fucked up thing, it's gonna continue to happen, dude. It happens to me. It's gonna happen to you.
Hmm.
You're a break-even trader, and you need to be a break-even trader before you become a consistent trader. It's okay.
Yeah.
The most important thing is learning from this.
Yeah. That's. I think that makes the difference. You know, it's like I'm pissed off, and I'm gonna get pissed off a lot in trading. The difference is just doing the work. You know.
Yeah. If you've done one of these reviews before and you felt better after you had got fucked up, we'll see. There could be just like simple adjustments you could have made. Like, I know you want to be trading live money. I know you want to be there now.
Try to get a shimmy back. I'm long 32.25. So again, I'm gonna risk the bottom of this channel, and if it starts blowing out, I'm probably gonna flat it.
I had a hard time reading it too. I mean, it's also a high VIX, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I would be blowing my count if I was trading by myself. Like today would have been a max daily loss, easily.
Sometimes you flip the coin 4 or 5 times in a row and it just lands on tails each time.
Yeah.
And just know that loss hurts 2 to 3 times more than a win does.
Mm.
So it's gonna hurt more. It is.
Yep.
And you have to understand that doesn't, just because it hurts more doesn't mean shit.
Yep.
You know.
Just literally got to work through it.
Almost ready. So yeah, I had finished trading um, before it started really truly faking out. Like, I had finished trading when the patterns were still working, you know.
Yeah.
And then we both got into that last trade at the same time. and the same price. And then, like, when it was struggling, I thought about breaking even, and then I'm like, there just might be a bigger than expected blowout before this works, and that's exactly what happened. But I wasn't, like, super positive, like, I just kind of corralled you into a bit of aggression. I was confused. I was pushing you from a place of confusion, so that doesn't help. No,
Yeah.
shit ain't easy.
Nope. No one said it was, man. Fuck. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
All right, let's take a look at the equity curve. Let me pull this up. How I did here.
Okay, I'll join you.
I mean, that
Yeah.
just my biggest risk was minus 5,600. Just to give you an idea, you know, that's how much I was like down. This was the trade we were both in, and I fucked it up. Uh, this is how bad it got for me. For turnaround, minus 3. Then I saw this set up. You walked away. That's just how it works. So let's just zone in. Let's focus on the work. So one thing I noticed, like if you recall, what did I kind of say when we sat down? What's today? What's today?
Yeah, that might come into play with future trades, is just knowing it's gonna fuck around.
You there?
Sorry, was that a question? Today FOMC,
What?
right?
Yeah. What did I say that usually happens before FOMC?
They just range like a motherfucker.
And that's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
So, to be thorough here. So we were doing reclaim drills here. So here's where I start to draw our shit out. So we know they may be V flushing. This is where the read is very. There's these moments of complete unclarity. All this character shift, this fake out. We'll get better at it. Okay.
Yeah.
I used to suck at channels. I used to complain about them. Now look. Okay. There's a slip zone here. $30-minute. Is it going to V flush? We don't know. We know there's a slip range here. Slip range may counter V flush. Right? I think the market doesn't even know what the fuck it's doing. Also, range. What is Sherm? Okay. So hypothetically, higher time frame are working in a range. Go to the first trade. 10 trades. I go long here, but I fuck the color scheme up on my Dom. That's white now. I need to fix all that. Which, you know, each one of these have been working. So I do take a loss. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, what we also know they've been kind of Ving just in general on the top side. In general, they are be flushing upside. Struggle grind, SGD up. 4 of them makes sense for a long. I know you get into this one a bit later.
Yep. Yeah, that was my first one of the day.
So just know that we are playing a higher time frame range, which would be this pink line.
Yeah.
Any long is going to be against it. So I'm going to go through my journal and just favor as far as medium ranges go, there's kind of one right here. And I'm pretty mid on it.
Yeah, I tagged mine the same way.
You waited, and these are a little longer than... I mean, this one was short. So I'm in it right up here. It's white. I need to really fix that. And I'm gonna exit at the price of 28s. So just a little bit further down. I may have exited, yeah, right here. So I believe you're getting in along this
Yeah,
point.
I grabbed 32.25.
For me, I think that was a good loss. I mean, I lost 2,700, but it was a good loss. What price did you get in at?
32.25.
Okay. So I think what you did was good. I'm so bad at fucking just putting too much reclaim on my back end. I'm a more I'm gonna get it as it's going out type of trader, which is just I need to drill it. So I'm regearing here. I go 29.25. I think you're still in it. You said what price?
32.25.
So you're just above me. So I'm like, all right, this has gone long enough. I think I'm gonna go for it. I mean, this is the same deal as the other trades. So kind of have I'm a little midish still. Pretty clear what's going on. This will definitely be a try to. Shit. Hold on, I need to. I forgot I hit a bunch of groups. See, I have a slip on my ass in. This is at first one. So I get in at with a slip on my back end. Pretty mid on it. Yep, wrong one. Then we try it again. Again, shimmy back. We're at 29s. 1, 2, 3. On point. Same concept. Three. Same as that last trade. Try two. Now I exit at 36s. So I want to roll out of it. Oh, you can see it's kind of going on right about here. So I exit there. Probably should have held it up to this point. right here. So I'm gonna say hold more. Where did you get out?
I think I got 4150 out of it.
Because I was trying to bankroll a bit. Remember, this is how we get better here. So, hold more. And I go, we need to trust the patterns. Well, that's the thing. The pattern started to fail later. But I kept going. I think it's fake out. I think it's fake out. I think it's fake out.
Yeah.
So, again, 29s for me. Here. I get out at 36. Here. Could have pushed it here. I mean, that's a big fucking difference. It started to look ugly, and the thing is, like, I was kind of really hesitant with you. I'm like, you need to get out. I believe I was telling you to get out on this one, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Because
Yeah.
this range was such a big change in character compared to the others, and it's like, dude, this V flush may still be holding. We're just kind of in this fucking place where it could go either goddamn way, and I think the market didn't know what to fucking do either. You know?
Yeah.
Yellow star. You got out at 41s.
Yeah.
It did have another bit in there. That's tough. I mean, you hypothetically could have held it. We know they were V-flushing the top of these fucking things. But at the same time, it was looking ugly. And I think this is the top of the move, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, did I get back the fucking... Apparently, I'd go long. I take it out here. I obviously have a shimmy on my back end. So I'm anticipating the V flush out of here. Which they had been doing. There's a bunch of priors. This one. This one. So my anticipations are coming out of this. I think that's a bit aggressive. Definitely going against this range. I don't want to say it's bad. I can usually nail breakouts. Certainly have a shimmy on our back end. Basically at 60s. I at this point I'm like, I gotta get out of this. This sucks. So I hit the. Nope, I'm still in it. You can just I hit a flat key right there. Cause like to me, this thing should just be zipping.
Yeah.
Are you still feeling a little shitty?
A little bit. I'm feeling better as we review.
there were 2 total range breakups. So I anticipate long. However, this range is bigger than the prior to CIC. Basically, same area. I don't think it's a terrible trade. So I get out. Let me know when your trade 2 is, so I can review yours as well.
My next one's a short up there, where that V flush was.
Right where we're at now.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I can't see your screen while I'm snapshotting mine, flame shotting mine. So just let me finish tagging this real quick.
You still working on it?
Yeah, 1, 2.
Yeah. Let me know when you're done. Take your time. Oh, make sure you got your sounds on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Good call. I completely
just-
forgot about that.
just relax. Did you let me know when you turn the sounds on?
Okay.
Does turning those on make you feel any different?
Yes. I think it helps a lot.
All right, good. Because we're anchoring those sounds to specific emotions.
Yeah.
Your eyes.
Yeah, and I want to be able to have a noise that I can turn on that just brings me back, or at least helps me come back to that space.
For sure.
You know. All right. Let me post this trade. All right. So my short was at 935, and the entry was 60 and a half.
Your short was where?
60 half.
Okay. So, what made you go short up there?
I liked that we just rejected off a flat top, and it was also a V flush. We've been putting in those peaks, as you call them.
It wasn't quite a V. It was a top tick.
Yeah, it was.
If it's gonna V, it would have come out deeper. For
Yeah.
the size of that range. But you like the top tick.
I like the top tick. I like the double top, and I liked that there was a little micro slip range right there. And that's all I played. I just played the slip range. And I took it out.
Just keep in mind what I don't know if you're still tagging it or whatever. It's a changing character too, because it's a bigger range than the rest.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense.
As if you are on strings. As if you are doing a trust fall in slow motion. Feeling yourself floating on a thin cloud of air. So at this point, I think I go for another long with a big motherfucker of a reclaim behind me. At the same goddamn spot. So this is another retry too. So I had tried it here once. Then it start. Wait, let's make sure that this is a different fucking trade. Okay, all right. I was looking at the. So now we got another flat top. But also this is now a V flush. So I guess you could be correct on that. What did you hold it to?
I think I took it off at 51s.
You could have held it for longer, huh?
Yeah, buddy, I could have held that a lot fucking longer.
You're gonna want to make sure you tag that.
Yeah, I did.
We need to make sure that make sure you're putting ME, MX, all that shit.
Yeah, I'll even
Like,
share it with you. Let me put it in the chat real quick, so you can look into that if you want.
All right. Now here's the thing: when we review the book of charts, make sure you can fast forward some of this shit. You can I want to see the price bar where your IX is, because if we look at this like a month from now, we'll be like, did it even go down there? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, sure. No, that's a good point. And show how it got there. Like maybe it instantly went there, or maybe it chopped around a little bit.
For sure.
Okay, that's a good point. I'll do that moving
So
forward.
we can internalize that struggle, whatever it looked like. So I'm like long the fuck here. I think it's pretty evident why I'm long here at this point. I don't know if you're taking a setup in here or not.
No, I think my next trade isn't for a while. Or no, actually it is. I took this trade with you. Did I? When was this? Yeah, I took one at 9:45. Is that when this trade is? I was fucking short though. You're long, aren't you?
Oh, you went short?
Yeah.
Did you lose on it?
Yeah. Yeah, I took like half a stop. Which I have tagged as a good exit. I think my exit was taking a half stop on that was a good call. Because it clearly wasn't working. Like it was invalidated almost instantly. Which is ironic because the short idea that I had here ended up working, and you fucking caught it, and you ended up getting a big win on that short. But you
I
waited
went long here though. This
Yeah.
is a long.
Yeah, I
So
see.
I want to.
My short idea was
Go ahead.
premature. It was premature. Like I'm thinking we're gonna short into that flat bottom on the 30-second, but I'm not waiting for enough confirmation.
Yeah, also, here's the deal. You might want to put this in yours. This pattern is just working. Remember, everything is the same until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
It's really important to like nail that into your head. Everything is the same until proven otherwise. Otherwise, it's like trying to fade a trend. It's like, yeah, it's in a goddamn trend, but you keep fading it. You're fading a pattern that is just not there
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, and a little later, like I didn't enter here where we're at in your video. It was a little later when it started looking sloppy, and that's what was fucking us today. Was shit would start looking sloppy, and then you'd fade it, and then it would fucking go.
The other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. We had a gear shift on us in the middle of the session. Like, we're playing stuff that's working, and then it's... unfortunately, I got lucky because I would have taken some of the shitty fucking trades you did, but I'm like, alright, I'm up. I'm gonna just stop for now.
Yeah.
I get out on this at 38. So right about here, I'm like, alright, I just want to fucking flow out. Because I think there's going to be a bit of a change of character here, and it certainly starts to do that.
Yeah, I think right around here is where I start getting short. Because I'm like, oh, we put in another flat top. Look, they're doing a flat top again. And then one of us said, oh, they're invalidating the struggle grind. And then I'm like, all right, I'm taking a short here. And it never worked. I mean, I had a fucking great session up until the end there when they fucking shifted gears on us.
You had a great session until you took a trade where I go, why did you do that?
That too, yeah.
I think that's when it started to unravel. Because if you listen to this audio footage, I keep going, we need to wait, we need to wait, we need to wait. The patterns keep changing. We need to see what this changing character does, and you just kind of went in before it really told the story. You know what I mean? I didn't like it. I kept drawing shit on top of shit on top of shit, and when I'm doing that, that means something's happening.
Yeah, it's not working.
So I got in at this. At the price of 35s, which is going to be here. And I got out at 38. However, there's a change in character, so I want to be very... Small scalps. I even said I think they're faking out, so I'm like kind of in this like really defensive posturing. It just like it. I don't like it. I wish I could transfer that feeling to you because I don't think you're feeling what I'm feeling, but I just was something about everything was starting to stink like shit. That was a good trade.
And that's somewhere I struggle. You know, it's hard for me to transition from, oh, shit's working, these patterns are awesome, to, oh shit, I gotta fucking calm down. Like I gotta really be patient here. Cause on one hand, it's like I'm here to trade, you know, there's setups that are working, I gotta fucking take the setups. Because it's a pendulum, you know, on one end of the pendulum, I'm not placing any fucking trades, then what am I doing here? I'm going to be at the desk for 2-3 hours. I'm going to get fatigued. I'm going to make mistakes. Just place the trades if they're working. If the setups are working, place the fucking trades. But on the other end of the pendulum, it's like, it's not making sense. You're confused. You're drawing all these fucking lines. Nothing's working. Why are you pulling the trigger? Why are you so eager to pull the fucking trigger? And it's hard enough to make that change from session to session. But it's another thing to make that change in the middle of a session, minute by minute, you know? It's not easy, dude, to make those fucking transitions.
Not playing the pattern. Have you been listening to your tape at all by any chance, or you kind of tapered off on that?
No, I've been listening to it pretty fucking consistently.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna need to do a new one. So you're not paying attention, but then also, so you're not playing the pattern when you know it's there. But what you're also not doing is you're taking confused trades.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do another master hypnosis. Let me double check this trade real quick. So we're at 35s. I get 35 exactly. On point. Bit of a shimmy against. I need to double look at that last prior. Wait a second. This is the same fucking trade. I'm like looking at the wrong. Shit. Trade 4? We'll take a $1,900 loss on this next one. Because humans are creatures of habit, and when it's like, okay, you need to like, it hurts the brain. It almost hurts to have to like change that ebb and flow you're dealing with in the markets. It's just like, all right, now you need to put the pen in your left hand and write with it.
Yep.
So. So they're kind of straddle backing. I think this is a bad trade now that I look at it. I go in here and I just think this is way too fucking impulsive. We do have medium range advantage. I have slip favor too. I want to say that I'm not like super clear on what's happening. And I think this is impulsive. And it cost me 1,900. There's just no, because this has changed. Bad. I mean, this is just complete fucking. We're already in us. There's two changing characters. That nothing looks like this one. I think you're looking at a short in this region, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me see. Yeah, I get short here. I get short at 27.5.
So you're short already at this point, where I'm at, if you look at the price action.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, this is working. Why? What the? Wait, I make money on it? Something ain't fucking right. That's 25s. Hold on, man. I'm like really confused. Why is this saying I lost? Makes no goddamn sense. This is a big fucking trade. Is that 945s? Why does it say I lost $1,000 fucking dollars on this?
Do you let it come back? How long did you hold it for? How long does
Hold
it say you
on,
held
I
it for?
don't know what the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because it does end up coming back.
Maybe I am fucking short. But I fucked up. Yeah, I am short. You know why? Because this is supposed to go red or blue, and I fucked up my shit. Like I fucked up the color,
Yeah.
the colors on my Dom. Yeah, I do get blown out. Cause I get out at 25s or something way up here. I get out right up there. No, what do I exit? I exit at 31s. Alright. Gotta fix that. Like, that's like fucking killing me on the inside. I need to like fix. Check, check. I hit the wrong power button on the wrong computer. Give me a minute to log in.
You good?
Fuck it. Can't believe I did that. I can't hear you right now, so give me a minute. Can't believe I did that. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Man, I fucked up. I hit the wrong goddamn button. What it? Wait till fucking FOMC kicks in. It's gonna be retarded. Let me pull up. That was impulsive. Absolutely wasted on it. Still, it was a conservative exit. Fucked up and reset the wrong computer. Alright, so here we go. Okay. So I done fucked up this trade. There it goes. Should be trade 5. Just impulsive 1, 2, 3. Cause like we're getting all that pattern on pattern shit. You know, prior days, weeks. That was the thinking behind it.
Yeah.
You were in this one too, right? I keep asking you.
Yep, short. Took a loss on it.
For the same reason I did too, you know, it's just like my read was like starting to wane at that point. We're on trade 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me put the sounds back on because I made a big boo-boo. Okay, so play. Looks like we're gonna have a long somewhere. Looks like I'm tracking it. We're here at 40-50. I'm like, fuck, they're blowing these out. So now I'm starting to think that this fucking pattern is gonna work. I'm still not super crystal clear. Now I'm just being fucking aggressive at this point. Hold on. Now I'm thinking this is gonna work. So this is a retry too, thinking this will work, but I'm in betweener, which I don't think statistically works if I'm not mistaken. We're at 40s. To retry two. So we're kind of mid-ish on this, because this range is still in play. Obviously, shimmy against. We are on the point. Jerking around on top of me. I'm like, oh god, I don't like it. And then I think I exit for a tick. It would have worked out, but then it would have flushed on me. So, realistic, I mean, it went so quick that the exit was good. I don't know if it was really worth a fucking shit. Be fair. Maybe. Because it did start working. But I think I was also a bit late on it. I almost feel like maybe I shouldn't even taken it. I know. Because I'm not crystal clear, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
So. You need to be taking crystal clear shit.
Yeah, especially in fucking 50 VIX.
Even when it's in 12 VIX, you still have to do. That's the thing, between high VIX and low VIX, you have to be just as on point.
Yeah.
This is where I'm starting to notice, I guess, performance issues without really realizing it in the moment. Also toned down these lines on the 30 seconds so they weren't so bright. So really shouldn't even been in it. Conservative though. Trade 7, getting through this. 39s, so we're at 39s. We need to be at 41s. Is this a breakout? Yeah, I'm in it at 14s right here. It's a short. So I'm pretty clear on what the fuck is happening. Let's see, what does it do to me? It definitely rails me in the ass. A bit. Definitely slip against, which is again a shitty fucking habit. Going against this. On point. So, a bit early on it. So I'm going to put could have got a... But at the same time, there was so much change in character and just the way it's like dicking around. I'm like, man, this motherfucker's going. I think... Here it comes back in. It's actually didn't go against me too bad. We're at 1450s, and then I get out at the price of... Oh, this is when I get a lot. Oh, no wonders I have big MAE, because I actually got a 10 lot fill. We get out at 10s. Premature. Should have held it for more. Should have held it to this mid. I think this is the one where you're like, I knew you're in it.
Yeah, I fucking knew he was.
Again, both circles. Changing character. Also, higher time frame may be holding. I go in there, I get out at 10. See how I kind of like a fast forwarded a bit. And it's the thing is, it's like there's a lot of traits I should be holding. Do you realize this can double or triple your salary? I mean, I get out at 9:50, sets a close to an open. I should have held it for more. And then I think I go for it again at. You're gonna need to give me your timestamps on your next few trades.
Yeah, I can do that.
So I'm like, it's gonna fucking measure move. It's probably gonna measure move. We got higher time frame. Shit holding. Where's the fucking entry at? Look, this is where I'm like, ah. I gotta wait for a pullback. Where do I nail it at? Come on. Surely it's like. It's at 04s. Is it? Where the fuck's the entry at? Yeah, right there. I get out at 94s, which... Yeah, it gets squirrely as shit, so... I mean, it's kind of at the mid. It's a retry 2. Really same fucking concept. Again. 04s and 94s. I don't want to say I should have held it more. I think it's pretty good because I'm kind of like getting in late. Now, when on your final trade, let me know when that is because I took that trade too. Let me just get the last tags from this. I actually do wait for a pullback, so I get I definitely have like shimmy advantage for fucking once. Night 04 evens, so we're Tory. Which that got me an additional $2,000 somehow. Those 10 points, that's why. Okay, so what time's your trade after 9:52, your next trade?
I want you to look at the one that I took that you didn't think I should have been in.
Do you know what time it was? I think for anybody watching this, I may have recorded the wrong screen.
It'll be at 10:31:44.
So I think you were waiting for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how I'm just drawing all this shit? I'm like, oh, well, it could do this, it could be doing that. I'm like, let me listen to the audio. I go, this is kind of different than what we're seeing. You go, yeah. I go, yep. You go, yep. It's on 2x speed, so let me just listen. You go, there's a flat bottom. I go, don't be aggressive. Were you seeing that? And then I go, historically, we haven't had any flat bottoms. I go, we know we're in a fake out. I say, don't touch it. And you go, yep. I say, don't be too aggressive. Just watch it. We know they're putting in a range here.
And then I think a V flush is here in a second.
I say, let it breathe. There'll be opportunity. It seems like you're starting to like tunnel vision. You go, oh, there's a V flush here. I go, the struggle grind didn't really work. I go, maybe it's a longer one. Struggle grind, it might be a longer one. I go, we don't know what they're doing. It's falling out of pattern here. You go, yup. I go, what the fuck is this? It could be a slip range. I say, this might turn into a slip range, or just maybe there might be a long. I go, but you need to be very careful about that. I go, it could flush it harder. I go, everything seems to be falling out of suspension, referring to the pattern change. There's too much shit being drawn in there. I go, I'm not totally clear on it. I think you go long right here.
I wish I went long right there, buddy.
You go, I wish I went long right. Oh.
That was me. Yeah. So just give it a couple minutes and you'll see. I'll tell you exactly when I go long.
I go, let's make sure this is truly flat, because you call it out. See, this does not look the same.
No.
It's just I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like I'm just the way everything I've been repeating to you what I was saying. I can just tell in my voice. I don't like anything here.
This is where I go long right here.
But that also, even though I drew this, it looks like shit. Like I'm speculating. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're seeing here. You go, I'm long. I go, you're long. And then I'm like, thinking, why? And then I'm going, maybe this is a V-flush here. That doesn't exist anymore. I remove it. Because it wasn't really there. It just, I don't know, man. See how the drawings are getting crowded?
Yeah.
That's just telling us there's something going on. And we're currently going we're currently been going up.
Yeah.
You know, we went up from 80s, 84s. Massive change in character, dude. And then when it comes into this V again, I think even though you took that, and I don't think you should have, this is where you need to be getting out.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
It's wrong as shit. I sometimes do that. Well, let's wait and see. And I think that's what you did. And then it just goes to shit at that point. What's your next trade at?
Oh, hold on. My next trade is at 1037.38.
See, now it's like, it's definitely gear shifting in this point. After that whole fuck up right there, everything has changed.
Yeah.
This is not what we were originally dealing. Like after this breakout and all this, it's changing something. I go, every one of these is held. I think you go long in here.
Yeah, I go long right around here.
I think you get in it late though.
Yep. Yeah, I was borderline chasing it.
See, I think this would have been I mean, if you didn't chase it, you should have got a better entry, but I think also this would have been, instead of you being stopped out from that bullshit up there, I think this would have been a valid stop out here.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense to go long here, and then now they're back straddling. I'm like, all right, now it's obviously failed at this point. So if you're in it, you need to be cutting it there.
Yeah, just hit flat.
I erase that. So now it's like, well, something else is going on. When's the next trade?
Next trade is at 1044.28.
Is this the final trade for you?
No, I got one more. I think this is a short, actually.
Oh, I remember that. So we go, okay, they're flat topping here.
Yeah, and I take a short off the flat top.
Here's the deal. They're gear shifting us. I mean, to me, I'm like, all right, they've been flat topping historically. It makes sense. Right here, when it starts popping the top, this is where you should have exited. So take a stop on this one, not trade that, take the stop here, and then cut this right up there. It won't have been a full stop because now it's not flat topping. So
Yeah.
We know something stinking at this point.
Yeah, I should have just fucking hit the flat key.
But at this point, I don't know what's going on, and I'm kind of forcing you into a trade, so that is kind of my fault. Then I think this is the trade we both get into.
Yeah, I get fucking bottom ticked on this one.
So even though they did that, I had a fucking feeling they were going to flush it harder. I just had a feeling. You can see me, I'm going in at 1950. I just had a feeling they were going to fucking flush it harder. When there's a point where you think they're going to flush, you always need to double check to see if they're going to flush it fucking harder.
Yeah.
We should have waited for this fucking reclaim to get taken. That momentum miss dump right there was just not good. So there are no ranges. Let me mark this. So you go 1975 long. I'm already like getting in there. So I'm mid point. And then I'm a very aggressive. I really thought about, it starts tweaking on us right here. I'm like, oh, I think I need to get out of it. I need to get out of this. I need to get out of this. I'm like, of course they're gonna flush it harder. I'm like, all right. So at this point, I realize they're gonna. This is why I'm telling you it's all right. It's all right because I know they're gonna flush it harder. I make a huge fucking blunder at the price of 04s. So obviously we know what happens here. So we were both way too fucking early on that. We let that move get into our heads. I mean, because if you look on the 30-second, it makes sense that it should have, we need to let it slip out more. Just, we got in way too fucking early. I'm like, what? And that little move, that ain't shit. It's a higher VIX.
Yeah.
We were way, way too early on that. I'm like, all right, he sees it, I see it. I'm like, all right, this might work here, And then it's like, now they're starting to go from range to range to range to range to range to range. So I go to click. I think you walk away. This trade is exited for me at 11:05. I fucking fat finger it. Because I have it sitting at break even. I'm like, all right, I got to get out. And then I accidentally click out. And then I make a fucking mistake. So I make a mistake. And then the next trade is really a retry too. So let me screenshot it. You're gone at this point. 2x6. We get in at 19s, I think it was. So here, ME, and then I get out at 04s, which is here. Fat finger. So at this point, so like I tell you, when you're really confused and it's just like continuously confusing, you gotta let it just dick around because then it'll clear back up again.
Yeah.
Because at this point, let's see where that entry is. So I'm out. I fucked up. I'm like, ah, shit. And then I see this. And then here's what also I see. This is, I grab it there. So here's what I'm seeing. And I wish we had that one more try. We would have had one more try if this never got taken.
Yeah.
And I think today would have been a different story. And sometimes that's just how it is. It just slipped through your fingers. So what I'm starting to notice at this point, especially 4, 5, and 6, we know FOMC and they will range, and now 4 through 6 we see them range banging, so they're just pushing them back into each other. We also know there's 2 changing characters, which I'll recircle them. Also, historically, the SGD has been going up.
You know, it looks a lot fucking cleaner. Like, it looks like you have clarity here.
Yeah, at this point, and I called it. I'm like, they're going to 50s. And we knew they were in a slip range, and you and I got in way too fucking early.
Yeah. I mean, a 50-point, 45-point layup could have fixed all my problems, you know. But I think I fell in love with the big picture idea. Like, I fell in love with 50s, you know.
Yep. Pretty mid here. Hold on. I'm at 1350 now. I think we're... You're like, all right, I'm back. I'm like, hold on, I gotta read. And then I exit 40s, but that's because I'm like, all right, I gotta bankroll because I'm like fucking in the fucking hole again. Due to the circumstances, I needed a bankroll out of that. So I took a $4,500 loss, which was just a fat fucking finger mistake. And I'm like, all right, we're up here. Should have, realistically, I should have fucking held it. I fucking knew it. So I'm not going to give myself grace on that bankroll. Say, well, you know, it's like,
Yeah, how much are you up
it's
today?
like 7 something.
Fuck. That's nuts, dude.
I come to the conclusion that instead of averaging 1,000 a day like I normally would, I need to average 5 a day, only in case I do take a $15,000 drawdown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if my drawdown is usually like 3 to 4 grand and I'm averaging a K, you know, okay, I can fix it in a couple days. That's how it needs to be scaled up. Don't worry, man. You're gonna get there. It's just.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I'm trading VIX 50, and I haven't blown my account, and I think that's a sign of growth right there.
For sure. I just knew they were gonna do that. Let's see what happened after the fact.
Oh fuck! God damn it, bro! Look at the chart. Go look at Sierra charts. It's
I will,
hindsight. It's
hold on.
obviously hindsight, but I mean,
Give me a minute.
what the fuck, man?
It went way up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's suck. That's where my fucking frustrations are a little bit. It's like, God damn it, I know these things, you know? Let me
Yep.
look. Alright, hold on, look, I'm on my 32nd. Let me just. Okay, there's that 50 move. Oh, dude, goddamn. So let me see how much money I could have made.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh, this is really hard to do. So I got in at fucking 40s or 1350. So
Yeah. What's your Oh, it did spike down there though. I didn't see that. That might have been nasty to hold through.
did it really?
Yeah, if you go back to the 30-second,
Oof.
that was a monster spike down right there.
When was one? Oh, okay. Yeah, that would have come the fuck back. Let's just say we held it, and I would have probably realistically held it to that.
High a day.
Let's just assume that, like, I'm like at this god tier. Well, it would have jammed up so far, and then it would started swinging down. I would have probably cut it there because it went up. So that's 330 ticks. This is gonna be disgusting. So 6 times 1250. Yeah, that would have been the biggest trade of my career. I don't remember what it. I think I tapped 20K or 19. I think I've had a few 15 or 17, like a $15,000 trade before, but like.
Yeah, it's a fucking layup if I've ever seen one.
Wow, dude! Holy fuck!
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking nuts, man?
1685.
Oh God. Mm.
Yeah, that'd be $100,000 trade. Jesus Christ.
Off 6 lots, man. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, imagine if it was like $250,000. If I had 12 on.
Whew.
This is the type of day that just absolutely makes the year.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes me a year to fucking grind something out like that.
Yeah.
All in just one fucking fail swoop.
That's nuts, dude.
How you feeling?
I mean, I feel better after reviewing, man. I feel a lot better.
That's how it goes, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing you can do about it. I mean,
Unfortunately.
the biggest thing today, I think, was clarity. Some of that might be due to like cockiness, like just thinking I can trade through the confusion, but that's clearly not the case. And I think the
It
more
never
reps,
works.
the more reps I get in, the more I'm gonna understand that. Like, just don't fucking push it when you're confused, man.
Ever.
Yeah.
So you were confused. Where were you starting to get confused at?
Some of it's hindsight, but not really. Like I feel like I feel like there is a way to objectify.
I feel like
confusion.
you weren't hearing what I was saying anymore on that one loss.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, you know, I'm like, you know,
And there's so many lines on the fucking screen, and I'm playing a slip range, but I'm mid, and it's like, even if you're gonna play the slip range, at least get fucking slip favor on it, you know? Because I don't think I got a single tick of fucking profit. Like, let's see, yeah, I got 5 ticks in my favor before it fucking drew down all the way to my stop. And that was the first trade that I marked down as confused, and then all the other ones after it were also confused. I did have pretty good clarity on the last one. I think we both did.
we're way too early.
Way too early, yeah.
Way too early.
I'll even write that in the notes. Way too early. But yeah, I've got all my trades reviewed and screenshotted.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off. I gotta get to work here soon. Let me tell you what my schedule is. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll fucking wake you up at the open again.
You're off tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah, so we can
It
even.
looked like you had a call a few times because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, I'll keep doing that. I don't give a fuck. I'll keep calling you.
Like what got me was like like I was dreaming and I felt the phone vibrating.
Yeah, I'll keep doing that for you, man. I'm off tomorrow all day, so we can record something if you want.
All right, we'll do that. All right, dude. See you later.
Yeah, see ya.